Hello and welcome to the webinar. My name is Sean Snowday. I am the founder and the voice of Automation Rehab Podcast. And today we're going to go over our small business rocket launcher over here at Automation Rehab. But first, a little bit about me. I am a partner with many companies. In Infusionsoft, we have 600 employees. Digital marketer, we have a membership of over 10,000 marketing agencies and executives and founders of small businesses that are just like you and are growing their business. And we're out to double the size of 10,000 businesses in the next 5 years. And we definitely want yours to be one of them. I have been very busy with GKIC. I am with the affiliate and partnership with Lead Pages, ClickFunnels, and ActiveCampaign. And my main thing is just aggregating data from all kinds of applications and getting the one to be a zero, the zero to be the one, and helping you double your business as you move forward in your business growth. So with Digital Marketer and as an ambassador, we've worked with 126,000 marketers and companies like Uber, Infusionsoft, Shopify. Many of the big businesses have worked with Digital Marketer, and I am a partner with them and the ambassador of San Diego. Now, here's the thing, a little bit of housekeeping before we move forward with the webinar. I want you to just be here. So let your business partner, your spouse, your kids, just let everyone know, hey, you're going to be on webinar for a little bit. You just want some peace and quiet so you can be totally focused. Turn off your mobile phone. I turned mine off. This just requires 100% of your attention so you know what's happening and what's going on throughout the whole webinar. And of course, if you have a question, you can always email me at the end. I'll have my contact information at the end of the webinar. Now, a lot of small businesses, as you already know, there you go from a solopreneur, a self-employed, to maybe having an employee, or you're running a steady operation, you have a few employees or an actual team. And then once you get to the 1 to 3 million mark, then to get to 3 to 10, it's a little difficult. That's where a lot of coaching, a lot of consulting comes in. And if you're bringing in like 4K a month or 100K a month, then this would actually be a great thing for people that are starting out that want the videos. Now, of course, if you're at the 100 to 300K a month, then to get someone to come in like myself to take you from 300K to a million is where you really want to get all these tools put together. And then when you get to the 7-figure level, then that's when you want to get into the mastermind and get with all of the people at our higher level of war room. Okay, so we're going to go through the growth and transformation of everything. So of course you have a vision for your company, and what you want to do is you want to get out of your current situation and you want to get into your vision. And how exactly do we do that? There's a gap in between. There's a major opportunity right there, and you just have to have your capabilities match your opportunity. And what I mean by that is you need to be capable, you need to have the right tools, the right mindset, and everything to take you to the next level. And that's what this is all about, because there's always that one thing that you need to do next. Now, what happens with myself and a lot of entrepreneurs is we get stuck on like 7 things, and we're like, oh, I got to do this and this and this and this. I'm going to get into that a little bit more later on in the webinar, but I want you to write down on a piece of paper that one big thing that you need to do. Now, here's the deal. We're going to have a lot of excuses why we can't do that. You know, we're going to say, okay, well, I have this or I have that, or you don't understand. Maybe you've never been in my position. People have never been where I am. Well, that's all just a false belief. And we're here to break that, because there's that one big thing that you need to do, and you know what that is. So I want you to write that down. What is that one big thing that you need to do right now to take your business to the next level? You already know what it is. So go ahead, just write it down on a piece of paper, or keep it in your mind. Just put it on the shelf in your mind, because you already know what it is. Okay? Now, as you're thinking about this, one of the things that we found is that one big thing we've been working on forever and ever and ever, and we just haven't been able to complete it. So what we want to do is we want to backpedal, and we want to look at what everyone else is saying out there in the marketing stratosphere, or whatever you want to call it. And we just want to look at this process, which is called the customer value optimization And this, of course, is going to have to do with the lead magnet, the tripwire, the core offer, the upsell, and all that. And I want to go over this really quick for the people that aren't familiar with this. If you're already familiar with it, I want you to think about what you're using right now. Okay, so first of all, this system has been used by all of the top companies out there. Starbucks, Best Buy, McDonald's, they all use it. MindBody uses it, and even magazines. And here's one of the things that I want you to know is Baskin-Robbins has been using this since you were a little child and you just don't know it. And I'm going to be talking about that a lot on this webinar so you can see clearly on what's going on here. So it doesn't matter if you're e-commerce, a click and mortar, a brick and mortar, or you're just self-employed sitting at home in your home office making all this come together, or maybe you have a team that you outsource, then this is going to definitely work for you. It doesn't matter whether you're big business or small business, this is going to work, because there's really only 3 ways to grow your business. And there really is only 3 ways. That's to get more customers, get them to spend more, right? Or increase their buying frequency. And those are the 3 ways that we're going to look at. So before we get into that, I want to go over the customer value journey. And what this is the journey that your customers take when they first meet you, when they go through the traffic and maybe they're seeking out what you have to offer and they finally find you. Are you attracting the right people? One of the things I say all the time, and I'll probably say it on here multiple times, is you don't put a hippie on a military base. We definitely don't want to put a hippie on a military base, and we don't want to have traffic going to the wrong people. We want to be in front of the right people at the right time, okay? And we're going to look at all that. But right now, we just want you to determine your product market fit. So who exactly is that? Now, one of the things I found when it comes to the avatar exercise is that you have to get, like, you just have to consider, what is my right avatar? Who are the people I'm targeting? Just write it down on a piece of paper, get around your mind. Is it a 35-year-old guy that wears khakis and a baseball cap, or maybe a woman that wears a polka dotted dress? Just get something written up, but we really need to get that down, because when we start driving traffic, the numbers are going to tell us. And that's another program I wrote called the Avatar Revisited. But for right now, we just want to get the right product fit. Then we want to drive some traffic. We might use Facebook ads or some blogging or some type of email marketing. But whatever it is, we definitely need to get people to come, and we need to capture their attention. And of course, a lot of people call this a lead magnet. I call it a money magnet. And one of the things about this is a lot of people are talking about this. It's a PDF, it's an ebook, maybe a video series. I'm doing video series right now. It used to be my lead magnets were ebooks, and then you'd have to pay for my video series. Well, now the video series are free. They're the lead magnets, and I have other things that I offer. So you're going to see and hear about those later on as you get to know me a little bit better. But for right now, we just need to get a lead magnet. And I want you to consider Baskin-Robbins. When you go in there, they hand you a little pink spoon. Pink spoon marketing. I want you to think about that all the time. Pink spoon marketing. They are offering you, what would you like to try for free? Now, they're not really getting your contact information, but they are getting your interest and your awareness, okay? And then the tripwire, they'll be like, okay, you've tried 5 different flavors. Now, you know when you go in there which flavor you want, but you want to try the other flavors. And so once you try those, then you go, okay, I'll have an ice cream cone. So they offer you the tripwire. They're going to get your cash or your credit card number, and they're going to do it with what we call a tripwire. And that, all a tripwire is something to get you to make the first payment. Because the thing is, getting money from someone the first time is always going to be harder than getting money from them the second time, right? So we got to get them through this tripwire process. Once there, we go for the core product. So once someone gets an ice cream, then we want to say, hey, do you want a gallon of ice cream? Would you like our gallon of ice cream? And they're going to say yes or no. We're going to have to override all those objections. And then you're going to have your profit maximizer. Now, one of the things you can do is you can go to Baskin-Robbins and you can have an ice cream party. They will make an ice cream cake custom made just for you. So you could have it for your employees, for your boss, or even for your children. Or a wedding, who knows? You want to have an ice cream cake at your wedding, you can have that. So that's going to be the profit maximizer, okay? And then what's going to happen is we're going to do all of the follow-up. So if they come and get ice cream one time, then we want them to come back and get more ice cream. And that is going to be the customer value process and the journey and the optimization. Now, what I want you to know a little bit is the return path can take all kinds of different avenues, okay? One of them is going to be an exit offer or a loyalty program, like buy 5 ice creams and your 6th one is free, right? And then they stamp a little card that you have. And then you have, content marketing, which this is all about. This is all about content. When you join us over here in Automation Rehab, we're all about getting the content together and just putting out more content and more content and more content. But one of the things I want to stress is the outbound sales call. I want you to think of someone right now. Right now, there's someone that wants to buy your product or your services. You know who it is. They're coming top of your mind right now. You're thinking about them right now. And all you got to do is pick up the phone and call them and say, hey, let's set up a time. Let's have a cup of coffee. Let's have a real conversation. Let's make this happen. Get out there and start making a difference. Start helping people. That's why we're here, is to help other people with our products and our services. And of course, retargeting. We'll go into that later. But right now, I want you to realize through the whole customer value optimization journey, there's this follow-up. And I didn't show you that, but once someone comes in and they get your lead magnet, they get the little pink spoon, and they get a taste of it, then you're going to offer them, would you like a gallon of ice cream? And if they say no, then you got to follow up. And you can follow up with text, with emails, with Facebook ads, all kinds of different ways. But you definitely want to stay top of mind with your clients and your prospects. You always want to be in front of them. You want to offer them a core product, a profit maximizer, all these different things. Now, if you're anything like me, we're doing 5,000 different things. We just really don't even know what to do. And these are all the half-built bridges. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the half-built bridge, because what it is we right now are trying to grow our business. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to watch all these videos, all these webinars, all the gurus out there telling you different things on how they grew their business or how they can help you or what they did. They pull out their whiteboard and they go this and that, and you got to do this and you got to do that, or this doesn't work and this doesn't work, but this works. I want you to know right now, everything works. When you go to your mailbox and you see all that junk mail in there, you're like, oh, I hate all this junk mail. The reason you see that is junk mail still works in your mailbox. People are still using it because it still helps them grow their business. So everything marketing still works. Don't buy into the hype that funnels don't work or emails don't work or texting doesn't work, because you're always going to hear that from someone that wants you to go the other route. But that person is pretty much just regurgitating something that someone told them. And I'm telling you, everything works. Okay? Now, so you've been trying to do everything. You've been trying to get to this pot of gold. And you're going, well, I don't know how I'm really going to get there. So maybe I'll do some Facebook ads. Or maybe I'll start a blog. Or maybe I'll make a video series. Or maybe I'll get a website. Or maybe I'll make a LinkedIn site. Or maybe I'll do some LinkedIn ads, or maybe I'll send something through the mail. Maybe I'll make some phone calls, okay? All we want you to do, and all that I want you to get through this webinar, is that one thing, or maybe it's 2 or 3 that you got to build to actually bridge the gap and get over there so you can make more money in less time with less effort, and invest that back into your company so you can start growing your business. That's what this is all about. Now, one of the things we found is there's actually 73 ways that small businesses get delayed and they get into this bottleneck of, I don't know what to do, or I got to do this. And you can always go, hey, I want to have a live event. I want to have a webinar. I want to do some affiliate marketing. I want to join this site. I want to join that site. Maybe I can go over here. Maybe I should go to the mountains. Maybe I should do some smoke signals. There are 73 ways that we can get delayed in what we're doing. And we're trying to find that one thing. Does this make sense to you? Now, before we go through that, I want to take you through this whole funnel. Okay, now, what a lot of people don't know about a funnel is the funnel is actually a journey. And in that journey, there's going to be a story. And in that story is going to be words, and those words got to follow the journey appropriately, because you can't be all Pulp Fiction about this. You can't tell this part of the story and then a different part of the story and then come back somewhere in the story when it comes to marketing. I mean, you can do it, but it's going to be confusing. And as we already know, a confused mind doesn't buy. Okay, so right here, there's 4 types of awarenesses. There's people out there that they're unaware that they have a problem. They just don't know. Think of like someone that maybe, I'm just going to say it, someone that smokes cigarettes, right? They're not aware that they have a problem. They're like, I smoke cigarettes, not a big deal, okay? But then they start realizing, oh, wait a minute, this is actually a problem. The reason I bring this up, I quit smoking 21 years ago, so I know there was a time when I didn't really care, but then there's a time I was like, wait a minute, I have a problem. I got to stop smoking these things, right? Now, there's other people that you solve their issue and they don't even, they're totally unaware that they have a problem right now. Maybe you make websites or maybe you write copy. I don't know what you do. You might make socks, right? Protect people's feet from the shoe to the skin, right? But whatever it is, they're unaware that they have a problem. But all of a sudden they realize, oh, they got a problem, but they don't know what the solution is. Well, that's a different type of person. You need to connect with them different. But then there's the person who goes, oh, I know there's a solution. I heard about these things called socks. So I've been scraping up my feet by wearing these raw shoes. My feet are all raw, but if I wear socks, they won't be raw anymore. Now I got to go buy some socks. I don't know where to get them. So they start doing research. And the next step is they get to the product service. And that is going to be where they know about your business, but they're also researching other people. Okay. So you got to stay top of mind. You got to be in front of these people and you got to really engage with them. And engage means you need to interact. You need to talk with them. They're going to talk with you. They're going to respond. You're going to react. You got to be friendly about it. You got to entertain them. Right? You got to educate them. You got to let them know, hey, they can do this, they can do that. You know, do you want to be a public figure with 10,000 likes? Would that be something you want to do? Do you want to be an influencer? Okay. Well, I'm going to show you how to do that. And it's really fun. And then you're going to be able to get in front of people and educate and entertain them with whatever you do. So I'm just saying you need to engage with people, okay? Then you need them to subscribe. Now, this is the promise. This is where they opt in with an email address, or they just click like, or they do something. You need to get them to subscribe to the fact that you're the solution, that you're the one they should follow, that you're the one they should put their faith in, okay? So subscription doesn't really so much mean getting their contact information. It's just getting them to subscribe to the idea that you're the solution or you have the solution. Once you have that, you need to convert them. And what I mean by convert, it doesn't always mean monetary, okay? So a lot of people think that a conversion is someone pulling out their credit card and purchasing, but it could be someone just setting an appointment with you, or someone coming to a webinar to watch your webinar, or someone going to, you know, an event that you're having, or it could be someone just making a phone call, calling you, and they've actually taken action, and you converted this person to a fan. So they subscribed in what you had to offer, but they converted because now they're taking the action to connect with you. Now, once you have all that, you need to excite them with little victories. Now, if they don't buy, you want to stay in front of them. You want to educate them with some, you know, maybe some videos or maybe some emails or some text or something that can get them to move forward in whatever they're trying to do. Maybe they're trying to do yoga and you have yoga, cubicle yoga, right? Or something where they could do something at their desk and you make a little video of it. They haven't bought from you yet, but you're giving them little victories and they're feeling a lot better. And they're like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to pull the trigger and I'm going to go with Rhonda or whoever is, you know, they're becoming a fan of. Okay. So one of the things I do to give people a little victory, a lot of people don't know this and a lot of people do, but when it comes to webinars like this one, you want to record your webinar. Well, the Zoom.us allows people to record up to 40 minutes for free. So you can make a Zoom.us account and you can record and you can talk into a microphone and you can do exactly what I'm doing right now. However, the difference is you're going to be able to record it and you're going to be able to blast it out to YouTube or whatever you want to do, okay? So once you give someone a little victory like that, then you do the upsell or the upgrade or whatever. Upsell, upsell, upsell. And what we mean by that, of course, we mean, do you want fries with that, right? Like, I'll take a Big Mac. Would you like fries with that? Would you like to try this? We need to ask. If you don't ask, you don't get. So with these upsells, this is how we ascend. This is how we grow our business. Now, not everyone has an upsell. Some people sell health insurance and they're like, Sean, I really don't know what my upsell is. And there's always something that you can think of, okay? Now, after that, we want to get testimonials. These are going to be people that have purchased from us and who talk nicely about us when we're not around, okay? So we want to show them how to get a testimonial, how they can give us a testimonial. One of the things I do is I write the testimonial and I send it to them in an email and I say, hey, I really love working with you. I think you would say this about me. What do you think? Would it be okay to put this on my website? Now, I'm a little bit more assertive and aggressive than most people, but you always can just ask, hey, will you give me a testimonial? But if you write the testimonial for the person, then you get a quicker reply. They kind of just change the words up and they send it back to you. Now, here's another thing about testimonials, and this is a little pro tip, okay? Another little victory for you is I actually put a objection in the testimonial. And what I do is I put an objection and then an objection override. So it'd sound like this. When I first heard about Sean, I thought he was just like all the other gurus regurgitating marketing stuff that everyone else is saying and that he's going to be really expensive. But boy, was I wrong. Not only was he affordable, but he actually does this stuff. What a lot of people don't know about me, I am Oz. All those big marketers out there that you see, those guys, those big, huge guys that are making millions and millions and millions of dollars, and they're out there making videos, when you pay them, they come to me, and I'm the one that builds everything. I've worked with some of the top people out there, and I've built some of the most amazing campaigns, and I've aggregated the data like up to 10 different applications. Even to do my live events, I'm using 10 different applications. Even though it looks like you click one time, about 10 different things are happening, okay? So have something like an objection in your testimonial, and then you need to start getting promoted, building champions, get people that really love, trust, and adore you. You can do like a referral program. If you refer me, get an affiliate link. I have affiliate links. You can have internal champion. An internal champion is someone that works somewhere and you get this really great relationship with them. Well, when they quit or get recruited, they go to another company and you let that person know, hey, you know what? I'm sorry that I heard that you're moving to a bigger and better place. Not that I'm sorry, but hey, congratulations, you're moving to a bigger, better place. Don't keep me a secret and get their personal contact information. So when they are in the new position and once they acclimate in that new position, takes usually about 30, 60, 90 days, then you can connect with them and they can actually be an internal champion and they can market your business within the new corporation they're at. Okay, so again, there's really only 3 ways for you to grow your business and to get more customers. And I mean, to grow your business, one of them is to get more customers. One is to get them to spend more. And the third one is to increase the buying frequency. So we're going to look at that, but I just want to go over everything we just talked about. And this is the customer value journey. And again, this is where you get your avatar and you make sure that you don't put a hippie on a military base. And then you choose your traffic source. Like, is it going to be Facebook or is it going to be Google Ads? Now, Facebook, there's certain people that they won't take. Google works better. Some people need to do live events. I need to do live events. I love people. I love being around people. And I love when I have a live event, I love that the community gets together and they get to know each other and they're just face to face, right? And then you have the lead magnet. I have the ultimatephonefollowup.com, right? So if you go to the ultimate, not the, but just ultimatephonefollowup.com, you'll see one of my lead magnets there, and it's how to make more money with getting all the leads that you already have. You have leads right now, and you're not closing them. And all these people I meet, they're like, I need more leads. I need more leads. I go, what about the leads you just got last month? Oh, okay, well, I called them and they didn't answer. Well, call them back. They will answer. They're waiting for your call, okay? That's one of my biggest pet peeves, people that won't pick up the phone and close the deal, okay? So then you got the tripwire, the core product, which is going to be your main thing, and then your profit maximizer. That's something like an upsell, or it could be something else. And then, of course, your return path. That's staying in front. So in a nutshell, you're going to be doing all of this, and you're going to be following up, following up, following up, following up. If they don't take your tripwire, follow up with them. Do the retargeting. If you get their email or their mobile phone number or some way to connect with them, or they click like or subscribe, or maybe some way, Twitter, then you need to stay in front of them and follow up and engage with the people that are engaging with you. If they reach out to you and you don't reach back, you don't deserve to close the deal, right? Because they're looking for someone, and if they don't go to you, they're going to go to someone else, and you want that someone else to be you. So stay engaged, stay with the follow-up. Now, here's some ways you can get more customers. You can have your ebook, or you can do Facebook ads, or you can do live events. I have a podcast, Automation Rehab Podcast. I'm the founder and the voice of Automation Rehab. And you can go ahead and check that out. But that's besides the point, because here you can do webinars, teleseminars. You can have a physical gift to get more customers. You can tell people, come here and you get my free book. I'm going somewhere this Thursday and I'm going to get this guy's book, but I'm going for the tasty burritos, right? Now, to get people to spend more, there's various things you could do. You could have immediate upsells, like, do you want fries with that? You can have a done for you service. You could say, hey, listen, you can do all this. I'm going to teach you how to do all this, but if it's too hard, I'll do it for you. You get the consulting, the training, the Slack adjusters. A Slack adjuster is something that costs 10 times more than your core offer, but it's going to help you grow your business. I'll give you an example. At Starbucks, if you ever go to Starbucks, you can go in there, you can get a cup of coffee. That's their core product. It's $5, but that's their core product. But then you look on the wall and they have an $80 coffee machine. That's a Slack adjuster, okay? And then increase the buying frequency. Again, this is like doing the retargeting, doing the texting, which is the SMS, the email follow-up, just follow up, follow up, follow up. Or you can actually have that loyalty program where if they buy 5, they get the 6th one for free. The cart abandonment follow-up is great. I know you guys, and I know how you are, and I know what you do is you go to buy something and you put it in the cart and then you leave and you see if they send you an email with a coupon. I know how you guys are. You're smart. You're smart, savvy entrepreneurs, and we all do this, but these are some of the things we need to do. Look, we got outbound phone follow-up. If you're not making phone calls, a lot of you may be doing just e-commerce, and that's all you need to do, but even the richest people in the world get on the phone to do strategic alliance and affiliate marketing. You need to connect with people. You need to be heart-to-heart, face-to-face, and voice-to-voice, okay? So pick up that phone and call someone, all right? So I hope this brought some value to you, and I just love doing this. Again, my name is Sean. I'm with Automation Rehab, and, either this was useful for you or beneficial, or really important, maybe just you got one gold nugget out of everything I said, and you would actually pay for the information that I've given you with my pink spoon marketing that I'm doing right now. Now we're going to go into stuff that I really don't talk that too often about, and I want you to know what you get with Automation Rehab. Now, a little bit more about me is over the last 30 years, I've worked with companies like Danka, Gateway 2000, Dell Computers. The last company, I was the marketing manager of Southern California for Microsoft, and I've been an entrepreneur for many, many years. I've generated $100,000 in one day, and I've actually tripled business in 90 days. I work with a lot of small businesses, and I help them make more money in less time with less effort using automation tools. So we have an elite workshop, and this workshop comes with group coaching. It's monthly coaching, and it's called our Elite. And I want to tell you a little bit about that. Within there, you get these virtual workshops, which means you don't have to drive anywhere. You can get these all from your own, from the safety of your own home. I guess that's how they say it. And also you get membership with our Facebook group. And then you also get monthly challenges. I'm going to go into those a little bit more. I'm going to go into exactly what you actually get. You get a one-day virtual workshop. Now this workshop, these are every month, and they are, you sit in for a day, and it's literally like 8 in the morning till 6 at night or however long, but it's an all-day workshop. And then for 10 days, you build everything you learn, and this is how you grow your business. So if you can't do this as an entrepreneur, then you're going to have to get your marketing director or one of your marketing people on your growth team to help you with that. Then what they're going to do is we're going to actually critique your session and grade your project. So the best part about this is as you build something, you actually have experts looking at it and saying, okay, tweak it here, tweak it there. Plus you have a bunch of members. You can put your project out there and they'll say that. Now we're going to rinse and repeat every month. It's a different training, and you're going to be around high-level network of founders and executives. These are people that are already making a lot of money. They're doing 6 digits, 7 digits. Some of them are even doing 8 digits, and you'll be connected to these people to where you can ask them questions. You can ask them questions like, hey, you know what? I have to fire someone and I've never done that before, and I don't exactly know how to do it because it's a good friend of mine and I'm really scared. I mean, these are questions. I had to let go of a client, and I had to say, hey, look, you know, sometimes best friends don't always make best roommates. And I learned that in this membership here. One of the things is getting your most important questions answered. Now, I know for myself, a lot of times I just get so stuck. I don't know what to say next or what to do next. And I really just get in this space of I don't know what to do. And it's just great to have a bunch of people that have the answers for me. But also every week they have what's called office hours, and that's where the experts gather and they answer your questions. Now, another thing with the Facebook group, and what I like about the Facebook group the most, is not only is it members only, but these are people, and I'm in there as well, so you'll see me around, but this is where the elite of the elite marketers are. And if you have a question that's really challenging, really complicated, and you're trying to build something, or your marketer's trying to build something, or you just can't find that word you need to do to convert your project, then you can come in here and we can answer your questions. Another thing is the combined group coaching with the masterminding. You actually get stuff done. So even if you're at home during these long projects, there's chat and there's emails. So you can email back and forth, and you can also send in, you can chat live during it. So when you have a question come to the top of mind, you'll be able to get the group coaching on that. And the latest tips and tricks. Now, here's the deal. You see a lot of people out there on the internet right now, and they're saying, hey, I'm the guru here, I'm the guru there, and I know all this. Well, in this world of bleeding edge technology, we always fall behind. There's always something new. And I have Automation Rehab podcast, and I have these guys that are on that bleeding edge on my podcast, and I thought I was good, but I listen to these guys and I'm like, wow, they're starting to think of things like, I have a friend right now that he said with Facebook, even though he automates a lot of stuff, he's going to start doing manual engagement. He's going to hire an employee, and all they do is manually engage with people on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, because when you do it automated, it just doesn't feel good anymore. It did feel good, and now it doesn't, okay? So again, these are some of the companies we work with, but one of the things I want you to know, what you go through with this 10-day ship it, like build it and ship it, is day one, it's a workshop, and it's hours and hours. They take a couple breaks, they take a lunch break, and it's really a bunch of people in one room, and you can either fly out there and join them, or you could just join virtually. After that, you go through the office hours, you start building, you go through the office hours, and then for about 6 days, you just build and build and build and build and create whatever project it is. One of mine was called a pillar post, and I actually wrote a post, my main post for my website, Automation Rehab, that actually turned into a book. Excuse me, and that book turned into an Amazon #1 bestseller. And it all started with just one of these projects I did right here. Everyone critiqued it, and then I shipped it out, and then I went, you know what, this is so good, I'm going to make it a book. I did, and I'm a best-selling author. But enough about me. Let's go into some of the certifications you can get. There's all types of different certifications, and these are offered by Digital Marketer. Now, as a partner, I would like to introduce you to them and get you in here so you can get certified, or at least your marketing director, and they can get to know more about building your business through the technologies and the trainings through Digital Marketer. Because you can actually be the smartest marketer in the room in your office. So when you have a marketing director, or you have just employees and multiple employees doing different things, you have a copywriter, you have a web designer, you have an automation person, then you can give them different certifications. So rather than having one person know everything, you can have a bunch of specialists and take them through this, and it'll help them hone their skills. And this is not just for the new digital marketer, but it's for the seasoned vets as well. I myself, I took these tests and I was like, wow, there's a lot more. I thought I knew everything, and the more, the deeper I get into this, the less I know, So we have the resources and strategies that strengthen your business, and it's really the resources. Okay, the strategies, you can find a lot of those on YouTube, but you got to kind of figure out which are good, which are bad. One of the issues I have right now is I'm just trying to find out something civil about a simple software on how to do something in a video software, and I go on YouTube and no one's answering the question. So we get all of that together, right? So all this stuff is done. You get a comprehensive execution plan, and in the library, everything's in one place. You don't have to go searching for everything. Another thing is with the weekly office hours calls, these are the calls that are specific to all of the trainings that are happening right now. And these are up-to-date trainings. It's not something old. It's not something that happened a year or 2 years ago, and then the algorithm changed. It's fresh, it's funky, and it's complete. And they're live trainings. They're happening right now, okay? It's not something that is being recorded. And then you'll also, one of the things that I just said about the algorithm, you'll be updated on the most effective strategies that are happening in the world right now. So a lot of things that worked yesterday, they're not working today. So we have to stay on the bleeding edge of technology, and all of this, when you become an elite member, this will help you. And you get the private membership community, okay? Now, another thing is you get exclusive deals and discounts on software. So I have Infusionsoft, I have Lead Pages, I have all of these different technologies, Wistia, I get Webinar Jam for free, I have UpFireball for free, I have Restream for free. I have all these different technologies that I got for free because I'm an early investor and I'm getting them either for free or at a discount. Okay, so you will know about these deals so before anyone else does, because we're so connected. So here's the first bonus that you get as an elite member. You'll be able to clarify your offer. So whatever you're doing right now, you're going to have more clarity on how to get your message and your story out there, and it will be more solid. People will be able to understand exactly what you do. Okay, you'll also be able to automate the whole process. So rather than using spreadsheets and Gmail, you're going to be able to automate it and get different technologies. So we have a saying, if you do it 3 times, then it can be automated. You'll learn how to do that. And you'll also go through the predictable selling system, which we actually install in your business, and this fuels your sales machine, okay? So one of the things about this is that you get the templates. Now, one of the most important things about the templates for the script and the videos and the emails, what I learned is I had to put them in my voice. Now, with the indoctrination email, and I'm so glad that I learned this, and I'm just going to tell you right now how to do it. The indoctrination email is going to be the first email you ever send out that's automated, and it's just going to say, hello, welcome to the family. Here's the living room, here's the den, here's the TV room, here's the backyard, here's the swimming pool. You're just showing them around your business. You're not saying, hey, welcome to my business. Do you want to buy this? You're just saying, hey, this is where you find me on social media. Here's a link to my Facebook, to my LinkedIn. Here's all this. And if you stay tuned, I'm going to send you a funny picture of myself in the next few days or something. just something to get them to know who you are. I actually have, I was on Infusionsoft stage and I was dancing on stage. Someone recorded it, so I actually blasted out to my list because I think it's funny, right? If you saw what I looked like, you'd crack up. Okay, so that right there is a $2,900 value. It's yours free when you join Elite, but you also get another bonus, and this is the traffic system. So the first one was the selling system, and this one is the traffic system. And what you get with that is you get all the ad copy and templates and the creative process and the checklist. The checklists are the most important things that you can receive, because with these checklists, you can make sure that you have everything set from stem to stern, so you have the best traffic plays and you'll know exactly what is performing throughout your wholesale process. So you'll be able to see, is this working? Is that working? What's failing? What's working? What one should be a 0? What 0 should be a 1? And how to actually change that on the fly so you're making more money in less time. And of course, you're going to get the traffic plays that are pulled straight out of the marketing playbook. All of these are going to be delivered to you. And these traffic plays, they make deploying a profitable traffic campaign in your business super simple. And what I mean by that is it's a step-by-step process. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D. And you will have all of that in a nutshell, so you know exactly what you're doing day in and day out with no confusion. That right there is valued at over $2,000. Along with the selling, you get the traffic. And then with me, you also get the coaching. And what I provide is the clarity, the confidence, and the accountability. One of the things that I've been called for over a decade is the kick-ass coach, because I'm really not going to take your excuses. A lot of people are saying, yeah, well, I could do that, but they have all the, I'm like, just go do it. Come back tomorrow. Let us know how it worked. I mean, even with this webinar, I stutter, utter, and mutter. I don't have time to sit here and do all this. Like, I just want to get the message out there. I want people to know, it's the power of the mastermind. A lot of people get the mastermind wrong. A lot of people think the mastermind is like-minded people doing like-minded things. But if you read the book, Think and Grow Rich, the mastermind is where you build a team of people that help you make money from the idea you have. Don't get me started. We will talk about that later, okay? So again, you get the first bonus is the predictable selling system, the traffic system. Both of those are valued at over $5,000. And then you might want to know, why am I different? Now, as a next level entrepreneur, we're looking for people that are consistently out there looking to make a difference in their industry. And they're at a level of play above everyone else. So I get some people that want to come in here and they just want to sit around and do nothing, sit on their hands, and they think, oh, I'm going to buy Infusionsoft, or I'm going to buy ActiveCampaign, or Kartra, or I'm going to get ClickFunnels. I'm going to click a button, I'm going to make $100,000. Those aren't the kind of people that play in the automation rehab space. These are members that are at a higher level of awareness, of action taking, and people that shun their excuses. They have them, they shun them, and they just move forward. And we're going to surround you with those people. That way you're not always the lone wolf, right? So this is for you if you're always improving yourself. I always have a coach. Right now I probably have 2 or 3 coaches. Going to the gym, I have a personal trainer. If your best ideas come from the collective consciousness of multiple people that are in line with your way of thinking, this will be for you, because you may have a question. You might say, hey, I want to do this, but I want to bounce it off a few people. And then 4 or 5 other people come in with different ideas, and it comes up with that one big idea that you're trying to do. And again, it's for people that work and play hard and that actually take action. They wake up in the morning, they start working, they take the action, and then they work at night. Hey, this is the reality of it. I know there's the 4-day work week. I know there's the people out there that think, hey, you know what? I'm going to push the button and I'm going to let my business run itself. And you'll even see those people on Facebook. But there is a guy many, many years ago that did that. And all of the people that woke up in the morning and went to work, they passed him up. So while his money machine was working just with him on the golf course, it ran its course and it petered out and he fell behind. And now he's struggling to get back on top, okay? We don't want that to be you. So while you'll get our monthly mastermind meetings, and you'll also get the weekly mastermind meetings that are with me. You'll get me personally. You'll get your business challenges dissected. Now, one of the things that I found that working with small businesses is that their whole back end is a mess. So even if you came into my business, anybody could walk in right now and say, Shone, these are the things you need to change. They're on the outside looking in. And that's why I have multiple coaches helping me on this stuff, right? And so it's very important. Coaching is very important to me. And also, if you fall into something and you need to talk with me, you get an emergency one-on-one consultation with me. And you might say, hey, you know what? I fell in this gap. I'm scared. Something's coming up tomorrow or the next day. And I really just need a little bit of chit chat on how we can make this happen. And I'll open up my calendar for you and I have the time, and just give me time to make that aside, but we'll definitely put that aside for you. And if not with me, you'll have access to one of my team that can definitely help you with this. So this is what you're going to get. You're going to have the clarity of knowing where you are day in and day out to take your business to new heights. You're going to have a chart. You'll be able to get everything together. So when you wake up in the morning, you need to know what you need to do from 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11. You'll have complete clarity, and you'll have a roadmap on how you need to get from A to B and B to C. Everything from stem to stern will be created for you. And what this does is it actually releases a lot of the stress it has for me by going through the coaching, because what I'm given is an implementation plan. And they showed me, okay, you need to do this before you do this. I'll give you an example with Facebook. There's a ninja way to do Facebook, and they won't tell you because they want your money. And one of the things I learned was before you start creating your Facebook ad accounts, you need to do something else first. Because if you don't, you get your Facebook ad account turned off and it hurts your whole business. And this has been happening to more people more and more. And if they had just followed this one foundational rule, they wouldn't be following into that, right? So I really had to figure something out. I had to go, look, how am I going to do this? Either I'm going to get as many people into this program as I can, and it's really going to be about, I don't know, 100 people into this. I can run it like a gym, right? I could say, hey, look, I want a bunch of people to pay a monthly thing, and hopefully they won't show up, right? So the gym holds 50 people, and we're going to enroll 1,000 people, right? And most of those people are never even going to show up, but they're going to continue to pay because it makes them feel good. Or the second thing was have a little bit more of a higher investment, but then now I can give my personal attention to the people in the program. So I chose number 2. I can only have 5 people that are coming into this program, and they're going to get everything in the elite, all the certifications. They're going to get the one-day training, and this is every month. They get this. As long as they're with the automation rehab program, they get all of this, right? So I can't predict how much money you're going to make, and you might grow your business instantly. You might start making a ton of business overnight or not. I'm not sure. But let's just say you earn an extra 10 grand from one idea you picked up, just 10 grand. And that's 10 grand for the whole year. Okay. That's more money to invest back into your business. And it's money that you didn't even have before. So with that 10 grand, you put it back in your business, you get in front of more people, and that can actually turn to 20 grand, right? So this is all about living smart, living humble, driving, not going out and buying that Bentley just because you're making money. Stay humble, invest back into your business, and we'll help you double the size of your business. And that's what we're out to do. And we definitely want your business to be one of them. Now, old habits die really, really hard. And I mean really hard. That means we're going to fall into our old mindsets and our old habits. So I just want you to imagine what it would be like if in the next 12 months, So if you could wave a realistic magic wand, where would you want your business to be a year from now? Would you want to be making more money? Would you want to have more time off? Would you want to be living the dream? You know, how much would that be worth to you? If you could actually, everything you've been trying, if you could break all your half-built bridges and connect them all and really get your business flowing, how much would that be worth to you? Well, the next 12 months are going to go by anyhow. So why don't you use those 12 months to make quantum leaps, to make the big leaps, and to have someone by your side to help you make those leaps in your business? Okay? So you have two choices. The first one is just do nothing. You can just turn off this webinar right now, and that's totally okay. I'm totally cool with that. However, the second one is be bold, apply today, and take the first steps towards the power of the mastermind. And that's working with other people and getting all the certifications and getting all the awareness and all the workshops so you can have a great year. Now, my goal for you is to give you the capabilities you need to match your opportunity, okay? Now, the way to do that is through coaching and through training and continued education. I spent a lot of money on coaching, you know, and on my personal development. And everything that I've learned through all of the coaching that I received and everything I've learned technically and everything I've done for the big coaches, I'm going to bring to you through the automation rehab services and programs. So make a commitment to yourself and to your business, okay? If you've been struggling or hit a growth ceiling, and I know a lot of us do that, we get to the $100,000 to $300,000 a year, we just hit that, and we're like, I can't move any further. You can, and there's a really good chance that you're not to blame. You just don't know what the next step is. So what's happening right now on the internet and in social media, like, it's just been exploding with the Amazon, with Facebook, with Twitter, with all the social media. It's just been blowing up. Everyone already knows this, but we need to know how to do the follow-up. That's what a lot of people don't talk about. 80% of your leads right now, all the leads you generated in the past 30 days, I bet you 80% are still sitting on the fence, and you need to scrape that change off the table. And it's probably a lot of change. And I guarantee you, once you do that and you follow up with all those people, as you're going through and developing new business, I guarantee you, just with that little information, you can double the size of your business, right? Because your opportunities increase right now. The problem is your capabilities are still the same, and that's why a lot of businesses are struggling right now, because they have that issue. I'm going to tell you why. There's a lot of people out there on Facebook right now, and you're going to hear them saying, this doesn't work, and this doesn't work, and this works, and that doesn't work, and let me show you, and here's my whiteboard, and I'm going to build everything out. And I'm not going to say that I don't do a whiteboard. I'm not going to say that I'm not saying the same thing that everyone else says. The difference, what separates me, is I actually built this stuff with my hands. I am actually with 10,000 other marketers in a membership group that I'd love for you to join. And you can actually learn from the top people exactly how to do this. So you're not going to see the people, the front man and the snake oil charmer or whatever they're called on Facebook. You're not going to see those guys. These are going to be real people, real businesses, making real money, making a real big difference. Okay? So again, my name is Sean Snowday. I'm a partner with many companies, and I'm the ambassador for Digital Marketer. You know them. They do traffic and conversions every year. We have 6,000 small businesses here in San Diego. We are the Comic-Con of the digital marketing world. And with Infusionsoft, we have over 600 employees. And of course, I'm very active with all these other people, and I have Automation Rehab Podcast, and I am the founder and the voice of that podcast. You should check it out. And I'd love to chat with you. So I want to go over all this again. You get all these certifications. All of these are a $4,000, they're $450 each. Okay, and there's 11 of them. So they're $450 each. And then with the bonuses, you get the selling and the traffic systems. Those are $5,900. And then with me, that's 10 grand just to be in my program. And I can't predict, again, how much you're going to make through all this. But again, this slide shouldn't be in here, so I'm going to ignore it. But what you get with all of this is you get the Lab Elite, and you get the certification, and you get Automation Rehab. So all you have to do right now is a yes or a no. Are you in or are you out? Do you want to double the size of your business? Because if you do, the single most impactful action you can take right now is to set up what I call the Small Business Rocket Launcher. And what you get with that is you get all these certifications. They're over $4 grand. Not anymore. I take care of all that. You get the predictable selling and traffic system. Both of those are valued at over $2,000 each, with a total of over $5,000. All of that comes with this. And with me, my yearly is $10,000. All of that gone. You don't have to have any of that. Again, the single most impactful action you can take right now is to join the Small Business Rocket Launcher. All of this together is over $20,000. You don't even have to do that. In order to get the Elite, the certifications, and to get in my Automation Rehab program, all you need to do is go to automationrehab.com/consult and set an appointment with me, and we will talk and discuss to see if this is a fit. Now, I can't take everybody. Again, I can only take 5 people, and the 5 that are chosen, they will get everything. The certifications, they'll be with the Elite. They'll be a member of over 10,000 small business marketing agencies. You'll be at the Elite level. And all you need to do is go to automationrehab.com/consult, set an appointment with me. I'll show up and you'll talk with me personally. And again, there's a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If for any reason you're not happy, you can opt out anytime you want. And there's no questions asked. We will set you up with, like, if you want ClickFunnels, lead pages, Infusionsoft, Active Campaign, whatever you want, we can set you up. And you get all the content and all the copy. That right there is valued at over $7,500 just to get all the copy. Okay? So all you have to do is go to automationrehab.com/consult, set up an appointment with me. I'll show up and we'll discuss it. Okay? So again, my name is Sean Snowday. I'm here to make a powerful difference in your life and your business so you can be with the people you love, sleep at night, and have peace of mind. I'll talk to you soon.